Hello retro fans, Retro Holder 87 here. Happy 2023 and welcome. We have a brand new year, we have a brand new trim, and we have a brand new toy review episode to kickstart off 2023. Now, if you're like me, I imagine we can all agree, we all have our favourite character slash figure from each of our toy lines. WWF Hasbro's, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Masters of the Universe, or even Thundercats. Normally, I'd imagine it stemmed from the TV shows that we see these characters featured in, either in a relatable context or we grow a fondness for the character as they develop through their TV series. Speaking of Thundercats, join me as I do a toy review of my favourite character and his action figure from the TV show. I'm ready.
Tygra ready? Oh!
Are you? Hello and welcome to another episode of Figures, Facts and Fiction. On today's episode we will be reviewing and discussing one of my favourites, in fact the favourite action figure, I should say, the Thundercat Tygra. Today I will be going through his articulation, features and variants, also why he is my favourite of the toy line. Before we jump into this toy review, if you want to see more videos like this, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I really appreciate all the support. It means so much to me. Thank you. So this is the action figure, Tygra. He's from the LJN toy line, which ran from 1985 till 1987 in situ with the animated series to help promote these guys. His character was part of the first series, which was released from LJN in the toy line, but it wasn't actually this particular figure. I will be discussing his variants and others in the fiction section of the episode. Tygra is described as a staunch, level-headed warrior. Based on a tiger, he is known as the Thundercat architect and scientist. He is the one that Lion-O often turns to as second in command for council. He is responsible for the design of the Thundercat structures on Third Earth, the Thundercats lair and the Tower of Omens. Patient, analytic and calm, Tygra is the most quiet Thundercat and usually considers every part of the problem before making a decision. He is gifted with mind power, the ability to create lifelike illusions in other people's minds. He uses this for Lion-O's anointment trial, but puts great strain on himself during that episode. He also uses a whip-like bowler in combat, which he can render himself invisible to the naked eye. In the particular episode All the Glitters, in the first season, Lion-O instructs Tygra,
If I don't return, you will be the new lord of the Thundercats.
So this then does confirm he is the second in command for the Thundercats. Tygra's only known weakness is that he is not able to swim when he is rendered invisible. The character also appeared in several comic book series, and many various figures based on the character were produced by various manufacturers. Now let's jump in and review my favourite character from the LJN toy line, Tygra. Like I mentioned earlier, this one is actually a remoulded version which was released in the toy line series. His original action figure actually looked like this. So this is what they describe as young Tygra. This model has a more slimline mould with this figure, also has more detailing around the head sculpt. You can see from the images why they have been given the nicknames Young and Old Tygra. So we'll go back to reviewing this one. He does have basic articulation, heads move left and right, arms move up and down, legs move back and forth, like so. Like most of the Thundercats, this particular model does come with a battle action to perform attacks with his bowler whip, but do pay close attention to his actual bowler whip, because this particular accessory which comes with him is easily replicated, so make sure that you pay close attention to the whip and the string. There's a normal telltale which I have been told that you can tell from the mouldy handle grip. It's a lot harder plastic than the reproductions which are on the market as well. also being more popular and recognisable, although young Tygra does have some more distinctive features. This one would actually be a closer representation to the animated series. He has been given a lot more muscular definition around the chest, legs and arms area. Even the small details that we appreciate as collectors, even the creases in the chest emblem there. His character was released in all 3 series. From the images on the screen, we should actually pay close attention here to Series 2, as both old and young Tygra were released with a Wily Cat statue figure also. Moving on to some figure fiction onto this guy. Now, if you thought my last video of the toy review I did on Lino had some variants in it, oh my goodness, you are in for a treat. Well, where to begin? So let's start with the most obvious variants that are in the toy line. So on here we can see the old and young Tygra. As briefly mentioned earlier, the young Tygra variant has more detailing in the hair to better resemble the animated series, but the rest of the mould is smoothed down to a minimal detailing. So being a more popular figure naturally demanding more production, this particular figure does have its list of variants too. What I'll do is I'll start off with the head and I shall work my way down through the variants and put the images on screen for you. Tygra came with 3 painted head versions, a painted nose with white-eyed variant, an unpainted nose, red-eyed variant, and an unpainted hair, red-eyed variant. He did also have lots of variations with his bowler whip, from colour strings, sizes. You were even able to get a black handled accessory from the Rainbow Toys range. I will show you his last major variant, which was on his feet. One variant had unpainted soles, the other had painted bootstraps painted underneath. So as you saw in the clips, it is a mass produced, very common figure to pick up if you wanted to add it into your collection. Plus also the question, do you want to add the other variants or just have a particular one that is most nostalgic to yourself? Overall, I am very happy with the figure I have got. He is the most nostalgic to me. Like I said, it was something I did have as a child, so very sentimental, but I will hopefully be looking into grabbing the black handle unpainted hair variant, as those two have the biggest difference and variations between them. Also, we got to add young Tygra in as well, because again that is a completely different variation on its own. Could I be lucky enough to find one of these characters, one of these toys, on one of my other toy videos that I do produce? So if you wanted to go check those other videos out, you're more than welcome. Other than that, all round, he's a great looking figure. Battle action works great, he looks great. Another iconic LJN action figure from the toy line. But unfortunately, we have come to the end of this episode of Figures, Facts and Fiction. Thank you ever so much for joining me on this toy review episode. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you're looking to see more toy reviews, toy hunts, and in the future toy shop hunts that I'll be doing on this channel. I hope this has been informative and entertaining, as it has been for myself. Thank you very much for joining me. Take care. Bye bye.